10 Unanswered Science Questions. There are some profound questions that even the brightest of minds in history could not answer. These are difficult and intriguing open scientific questions that include fundamental mysteries of nature. If unlocked, these secrets can actively change many theories in the science. It's also going to change the way we perceive the universe and life that exists in it, and moreover, it will be the greatest leaps in the history of science. Today we present to you the top 10 unanswered science questions which may interest and amuse you. Number 10. What is the universe made of? It is an embarrassing fact that our scientists do not know what 95% of our universe is made up of. Everything that we see around us is made up of atoms and can barely account for 5% of the universe. In the last 80 years, scientists have barely been able to conclude that the remainder comprises of some dark matter and dark energy. The former was discovered in 1933, and it acts as an invisible glue that binds and holds the galaxies and galaxy clusters together. The later was found in 1998, and it was observed that it is accelerating the universe expansion with tremendous speed. But until now, we truly have no idea what it is and what it's made out of. Number 9. How did life begin? No one has an answer for it. Biology says billions of years ago, some simple chemicals got together and made the first molecule self-sufficient to replicate itself. But humans are somehow linked by evolution to those early biological molecules. But the question still remains at large that how did those basic chemicals present on early Earth? Moreover, what prompted them to spontaneously arrange themselves to resemble life? Stanley Miller, a chemist, proposed his theory of soup. This still isn't enough to get us convinced about what happened. There are many theories out there, but practically no answers that have been enough to prove that it's true. Number 8.
NASA just announced the discovery of 500 new planets.
Are we alone in the universe? Maybe not. Astronomers have been out working hard to find the answers by hunting places in the universe where there are many traces of water. Astronomers have looked at Europa, Mars, and planets placed many light years away in hope that they may find an instance where water might have given rise to life. The next few decades are anticipated to be an exciting time to be an alien hunter, with up to 60 billion planets in our Milky Way alone. Number 7. What is consciousness? Science has no clear answer for this. Scientists do not know whether it has to do with the different regions in the brain networked together or a single part of the brain. Science communities think that if they can figure this out, it will help them understand how consciousness emerges. However, the hardest question is why anything should be conscious. A good suggestion is that by integration and processing of information and reacting to the information provided by the sensory inputs, our consciousness helps us to distinguish between what's real and what's not. And based on this processed information, we are given the ability to adapt and survive. Number 6. Why do we dream? We spend 1/3 of our lives dreaming while sleeping. Though we spend so much time sleeping, our scientist communities hardly know anything substantially about it. They are still looking out for explanations for why we sleep and dream. Advanced studies in brain imaging conducted over animals suggest more complex understanding, such as dreaming plays an important role in memory, learning, and emotions. Number 5. Are there other universes? Upfront answer would be it's very unlikely, since by changing some of the setting only slightly, the life on Earth could become impossible. Given the fact that there are 60 billion planets out there, and each would be existing in its own unique setting, there may be some planet out there that exists with a setting just optimal for life to be sustained. The idea may sound crazy, but cosmology and quantum physics have the evidence that points in that direction. Number 4. Where's all the carbon? For the past couple of 100 years, we've been filling the atmosphere with carbon dioxide, unleashing it by burning fossil fuels that once locked away carbon below the Earth's surface. Now we have to put all that carbon back, or risk the consequence of a warming climate. But how do we do it? One idea is to bury it in old oil and gas fields. Another is to hide it away at the bottom of the sea. But we don't know how long it will stay there or what the risk might be. Meanwhile, we have to protect natural, long-lasting stores of carbon, such as forests and peat bogs, and start making energy in a way that doesn't belch out even more. Number 3.
What's the biggest number you can think of?
Prime number. What's so weird about prime numbers? These are the digits that can only be divided by themselves or 1. It is this fact of prime numbers that makes it useful in securing internet and thereby helps you transact online security. They are the heartbeat of internet e-commerce. The prime numbers are used to construct keys capable of locking your sensitive information from hackers. Besides their importance in securing our lives online, they still remain an enigma. Their tantalizing patterns have attracted the brightest minds in mathematics for over centuries now, and no one has been successful in taming its weirdness. Yet if someone gets to tame it, it's just going to break the internet. Number 2. What's at the bottom of the ocean? 95% of our oceans remain unexplored. No one knows what lies there. Don Walsh and Jacques Piccard went 7 miles down in the year 1960, the deepest part of the ocean, to find the answer. Their voyage turned out to be just the beginning of the human endeavor and provided them the glimpse of the life at the seafloor. It is very difficult to reach the bottom of the ocean, and hence most of the time the explorers have to resort to sending unmanned vehicles with cameras, only to lose them under the pressure of the ocean as they go deeper. Number 1. What's at the bottom of a black hole? At the first of all top unanswered science questions, we have something related to a black hole. Our sciences have not yet evolved enough to provide the tools to find the answer to this question. Einstein's theory on general relativity says that when a black hole is created by a dying and collapsing star, it continues to shrink into itself till it forms an infinitely small, infinitely dense point referred to as a singularity. But that's just a glimpse of the larger picture, and it's now only in the hands of time to tell us exactly what lies at the bottom of the black hole. There are several other unanswered science questions. Above are the most discussed ones, which modern science is still unable to find an answer. Aren't these 10 unanswered science questions just amazing? If you liked it, leave a like and comment down below. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever we upload a video. See you guys on the next video.